Hey athletes, in the past we've talked about the difference between pain and discomfort. Now we're going to talk about it when we're talking rebuilding your form. So, let's say you take a fall like I did. You know what? Sometimes just even walking, climbing stairs, things like that can be uncomfortable, okay? But it's not painful. Now, let me describe this a little bit. If I were to load my leg, it's fine. It's the joints don't hurt. The tendons will do their job. They're fine. It's very uncomfortable. It just doesn't feel like it used to because the muscles have tightened up on me and they're a little knotted and they're just not as smooth and they just don't move like they used to, okay? Discomfort versus pain. If you do anything and your knee is on fire or your back hurts like crazy and no matter the stretching you do, the mobilizing you do, whatever, it still hurts, this isn't for you, okay? But rebuilding your form is going to be uncomfortable. Being in the pool, balancing on one leg, trying to slowly stand up and slowly lowering yourself down, yeah, that doesn't feel good at all, okay? It's really weird. It's not that it hurts, but man, it burns in all sorts of places. Again, if you have knots like I do from taking a fall because my muscles have just tightened up and still haven't just let go, again, right where it's knotted can be some discomfort, not pain, okay? It's like, oh, this just doesn't feel good. But if it isn't a torn ligament or a torn tendon or something very severe, and it's just, again, a knot or discomfort, each day you're going to see a little bit of improvement, okay? Every time you go into the pool, every time you attempt to do a step up or climb the stairs or whatever, you're going to see a little bit more improvement. You're going to hesitate a little bit less and less each time. Improvement, okay? We can't just go injured, sit for 6 weeks, and then expect ourselves to go right back into doing snatches, clean and jerk, thrusters, CrossFit, okay? We can't expect ourselves to do that. What we need to do is help bridge that gap from being in pain and going through that trauma of getting hurt or whatever, whether it's surgery like my fiance, where she had foot surgery. It's going to take some time and relearning how to just work her foot and then her ankle and all the way up her hip, okay? She can't just go from, yep, you're good, your foot's healed, to going right back to doing her snatches, clean and jerks either, okay? So it will be uncomfortable to rebuild your form, but instead of thinking of it as a daunting task where this sucks. It's going to be another 6 weeks, 8 weeks before I'm back to where I was. This is terrible. Instead of thinking it like that, think of it as you got a chance to wipe the slate clean. So your strength doesn't just come from you just one day getting caffeinated out of your mind, coming in and just ripping the weight off the floor. It comes from technique and skill. You get a chance to hone your skill again because right now you're not going to be using a whole lot of weight. You're going to be moving slower. You're going to be moving more fluidly just to make sure everything works again before you really go after it. At least you should. You could actually come back even better. So it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to feel weird. And there are going to be days where you're like, I'm wasting my time. It's only 5 pounds. But you know what? You can come back stronger if you do it right.